Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing a makeup look that's very not seen here on YouTube. And what I'm talking about is just basically a makeup look for those of you who want to maybe try out makeup for the first time and don't know how to start. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some of the products that I think work out for those of you who are just, beginning to get into makeup, and just kind of give you guys a couple tricks and tips to kind of get a nice look, but also kind of keeping it more on the natural side. I wanted to do this look for you guys and just kind of give you a pathway to start with makeup. Also going into it with the right mindset. When you think about makeup, a lot of people think, oh, it's just because she thinks she's ugly, or because she wants to cover this up, or because of this and that. You don't have to think about it that way. I think makeup as a tool to kind of make your natural beauty stand out, So think of it that way. Don't go into it thinking, oh, I'm just gonna do this to kind of transform my face, which you can totally do that. There's nothing wrong with that, and I love being able to transform this troll face to like a really nice, beautiful makeup look. But you also want to think of it as just wanting to emphasize your natural beauty. So if you guys want to see what it is that I'm gonna be doing, then just keep on watching. I'm gonna just put my hair back. You can see at the moment I do have these red spots right here. They're just scars. I had a couple pimples and I haven't been able to stop touching them, so we're gonna try to deal with that today. But yeah, I apologize about how bad. So the first thing that I want to start off with is just a BB cream. This I will definitely be using more throughout the summer for those more natural kind of days. I don't want to be wearing a heavy foundation, and I feel like if you're just starting with makeup, this is definitely kind of like the first step that you want to kind of go into. I feel like BB cream is just gonna even out your skin tone in a really nice way, but it's not gonna add a ton of coverage to the point where it looks like you have a mask on or something like that. It's gonna look like your skin, but a little bit more evened out and whatnot. This BB cream is by Maybelline and it's called the Dream BB Fresh Pomegranate Extract. It says 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. This says that it blurs imperfections, it enhances and brightens, complements skin tones, smooths, hydrates, and freshens. And it says without oils and other heavy ingredients. It's impossible for me to talk to you guys. I don't know why. I'm just gonna shake this up, apply some to the back of my hand. Now I have to be quite honest, guys, this is a little bit dark. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's quite dark. This is in the shade medium deep. I don't know why I am deep, I don't know. But once I blend it into the skin, it'll be alright, just because it's quite sheer, so it's not a full coverage. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be applying it straight onto my finger. And I'm going to blend it in with my fingers as well. But I feel like if you're just starting makeup, you might want to start with this kind of base first and then move on from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it in the same way. I'll just apply it and then kind of blend it in. Definitely spend some time looking at the shades, their undertones, because sometimes you might have a yellow undertone and you might get a BB cream or a foundation that's too pink for you. So yeah, just always make sure you spend some time with that. Alright, so once that's done, I'm just gonna bring whatever's left onto the neck. You always want to make sure you're blending on to the neck, just to make sure everything's nice and evened out and everything matches, so you don't have any crazy lines or anything like that. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, my skin's looking nice. It's looking a little bit more evened out than it did at the beginning, but we still have these babies popping out. So what I'm going to be using for that is a little bit of concealer. This is the one by Maybelline, the Fit Me concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers. I feel like it has really nice coverage, but it doesn't look cakey. It's nice and creamy, but not too creamy to the point where it just kind of slides everywhere. Like once it's set, it's there and it's not moving. So what I'm going to be doing, if you have a lot of darkness underneath your eyes, you want to apply this right here. I don't usually do a triangle or anything like that if I'm just, correcting the darkness underneath the eyes, I just kind of place that on those spots. I'm going to place some right here because I have some redness, and then onto these spots. And then if you have any other red spots or anything like that that you want to kind of conceal, then you can go ahead and use the concealer for. I feel like if you're going for a very natural and you're just beginning into makeup, you don't want to go in with a natural kind of face and then put a lipstick on. So I'm just going to be using a lip balm, Burt's Bees lip balm. And then I'm going to be taking my finger. Your finger are honestly the best tools for makeup because the warmth of your finger will just blend that cream product into the skin beautifully, and you will not have like a really dramatic kind of like, you know, line of concealer or anything like that. It will just kind of blend into your skin and it will look as natural as it can be. As you guys can see, the concealer just kind of brightens up the eye. It makes you look a little bit more awake, and it also just hides the darkness underneath there. So that's what concealer is for. You want to go for a shade that's like very similar to your skin color. So for me, I went to this for this one because it's just like exactly the same color as my skin tone. I'm doing patting motions. That's what you want to do when you are concealing or blending in a cream cut like kind of product, just because it will keep the coverage on there and it will not move around or anything like that. Now that we've concealed, as you guys can see, my face looks a little bit more evened out. I don't see any darkness underneath my eyes, which is what we wanted to do. Just kind of conceal that area. And then now what we can do is bronze the skin a little bit, which I'm going to be using the same concealer, which is the Maybelline Fit Me, but this one's in the shade Cafe. I'm just going to be taking a little bit onto the back of my hand. And when I mean a little bit, like you don't need a lot of this. When you're contouring or bronzing, you see where I have this nice shadow right here, which is like my cheekbone area. That's where you want to apply the contour. So I'm gonna go a little bit above that because you don't want to go underneath it. You want to just kind of keep it above that line. I'm gonna apply a little bit like that, a little bit onto the jawline, just to define it a little bit more. And then what you want to go ahead and do is just blend that in. Same thing, just kind of patting motions and blending it upwards. When you're applying some type of contour or something onto your face, you want to always blend it upwards. You don't want to blend it downwards because, well, that defeats the purpose of having that nice shadow there. And you guys can see the difference right away. Like this side, you can see that I have a kind of like a shadow right here in comparison to this one. Like you can still see it in this side, but this side is a little bit more emphasized. And that's that for bronzer. What we're gonna move on to is a little bit of blush. I'm gonna be taking this one, which I've had for a really long time. This is by Joe. This is just a cream blush. So what I'm gonna be doing with this is I'm gonna be putting it right here onto the back of my hand. I just kind of did a little bit of like that. I'm gonna be taking some with my finger, and then I'm just gonna start pounding that onto my cheeks, just to give them a little bit of color. Nothing too excessive, but you do want to add a little bit of color, and it just gives it a really nice finish. As you guys can see, this side I have the blush, and then this side there's nothing. I personally don't like to go in with a powder or anything like that if I'm going for a natural look, and I feel like if you're just beginning into makeup, I think a brow gel would be perfect. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Brow Drama. This is in the shade Soft Brown. And what this basically is going to do is just going to add a little bit of volume to my eyebrows, and it will also fill in any areas that are a little bit more sparse or whatnot. It's just going to fill them right in. So I'm just going to brush them through, and it will also keep the hairs in place so that they're not like moving around or anything throughout the day. It's a very soft look, like it's not going to look like crazy or anything like that. I'm going to add 2 dots right here, just like that, and then I'm gonna blend it in with my finger, and that is just so that I can have an evened out eyelid as well, so that it looks nice and put together and not just like a crazy color with bangs everywhere. And then again, I'm just patting that in. And alrighty guys, that's pretty much it for this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed just kind of me talking to you guys and showing you guys some of the products that you could use if you just want to start into makeup. Like I said, I feel like this is not really talked about, even though it should be, because there's a lot of people out there who don't really know much about makeup and they don't know how to get into makeup. So I feel like all of these products that I mentioned to you guys are super affordable and you can definitely get your hands on them really easily. Also, you don't have to spend like a ton of money on it, you know, so that if you don't like it or whatever, then you can try something else and not have to be like, oh my god, well, I bought this for so much money and it doesn't even work. If you guys enjoyed, I definitely wanted to get a video for those of you who want to get into makeup. I think this is a perfect kind of kit to have if you're just starting and to try something new. Always remember, you have a natural beauty underneath this makeup, so don't feel like you have to put on tons and tons of layers of makeup, because you don't. You really don't. Just do what you want, you know, try a couple different things that might work on your face that you might like, and go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below if you have tried any of these products, or if you're just going to start like with makeup. Let me know, you know, if you tried them, if it worked for you, what you think about it. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.